Hey guys, so today I'm going to attempt an exploding box. I watched several tutorials on YouTube and everyone seemed to use paper and kind of make their own box, and I knew that there had to be an easier way. So I went to Dollar Tree and I found this box first. This one was $1, and then I found this pack of boxes and it actually has two. And just so happened that they had 3 boxes that were all red. So that works out, especially because this is Valentine's week. This will be, I'm pretty sure this is my last Valentine's DIY. You could do this for any occasion though. Birthdays, this would be great to send to someone maybe that is deployed or off at college. But it just happens to be Valentine's week this week, and I apologize for being MIA last week. I have been extremely sick, and you can probably still tell from my voice that I am still recovering. So this should have went up last week. I started it last week, and it has sat on my dining room table for several days, and I just haven't been able to get back to it. But you can see that all 3 of these boxes fit nicely inside of each other. And what I'm going to do first is take the largest box, and you can do as many boxes as you'd like as long as they all fit inside of each other. Kind of like, what are those little dolls? Are they Russian nesting dolls? As long as they fit inside of each other like that and all of the lids fit on, then that's all you need. So if you can find larger boxes, that would be great. If you could find something that was maybe hexagon or octagon, that would give you more spaces to decorate as well. But what I'm doing is just taking a utility knife and going straight down each corner. I apologize, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but I just put the blade right in the corner and sliced all the way down. Do use a cutting board or a chopping mat if this is the way you're going to cut yours, because you don't want to cut up a table. And please be careful with your fingers. Dollar Tree does sell small utility knives. I do recommend using something a little bit more heavy duty, just to make sure that the blade doesn't slip. So there is my first box cut. Take your time. I do have 2 corners that are a little bit wavy, so make sure that you go slowly. But now I'm taking the second box and doing the exact same thing. Now the 2 that came together were a little bit flimsier cardboard, so you definitely want to make sure that you go slow on those. But I'm just doing the same thing, going through the corners, and I'm just putting my hand there to stabilize the box, especially after you make your first 2 cuts. The box does get kind of hard to hold together, so I'm just trying to stabilize it while I cut my corners to get the straightest edge possible. And for the third box, doing the same thing. And on this one, because like I said, it was a little bit flimsier, I just turned it up so I could run the blade right in the corner. And that worked to a certain degree. It is hard to kind of see inside of the box when you're cutting, but these boxes do kind of have like a reinforced side, so you can kind of see right where to put your knife. Just please be careful. And then it's reinforced again on top, so it's got a couple extra layers, almost like a tape, I guess, or maybe it's just extra glue. So that very top is a little bit harder to cut through. So there is my third box. And I am just going to use some things that I cut out with my Cricut on some scrap paper. I have some like light cardstock. I think I bought like a pound at Walmart of like just cardstock scraps. So that's what I used to cut. I picked up these foam stickers and these glitter stickers from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to use those. Hot glue, also a glue stick, and some tacky glue. I do recommend using hot glue to glue them together. You're just going to put it underneath the box and then press the box down, and then glue stick or like school glue, something like that, to glue your paper products to the inside of the box. This would be a great thing to use like the new Polaroid pictures, because they would fit really nicely in here, or if you have some pictures that you would like to cut up. I just used paper to try to put this together quickly. I also kind of wanted to test it out to see how it was going to work, but pictures would be awesome, like I said, especially if you were sending this to someone who was deployed or maybe away at school. Pictures would be a great addition. And if you would like more surfaces, you can always decorate the outside of each of the nesting boxes. So that would give you an extra 8 sides to decorate. If you were using 3 boxes, of course. The more boxes, the more decoration spots. So these are just 2 little birds that I cut out, and then using a foam sticker, and I'm just gluing that down. I sped this up because it did take about 30 minutes, and I was also watching TV, but 30 minutes to glue all of my things down. And depending on what you were using, if you were just using pictures, it would probably go a little bit faster. Some of the items I pieced together, but and I'm just putting that on there to kind of weight it down. This was a key, and momentarily I lost the lock that I wanted to put on the other side, but I do end up finding it in a minute. So this one that I'm piecing together just says, "This is our happily ever after." And to get it on the piece of paper to fit in the next size box, I did have to cut a little bit of the squirrely letters off. Not the actual letters, but just the edges. They had a lot of curly cues on ever and after, so I just cut the tails off of those to make sure that they would fit inside this side of the box. And Dollar Tree, the Jot brand glue sticks normally come 4 to a pack, but I was at Dollar Tree the other day and actually found 8 in a pack. It's funny because they had a 4-pack and an 8-pack hanging next to each other, and I was like, well, this is a no-brainer. So I went ahead and picked up the 8-pack. I do like glue sticks for like paper products. When I'm doing that, I had originally started out with the Eileen's tacky glue, and that was before I actually went back to the store and found the glue sticks, because I had ran out at home. So when you see me stop using the glue, or stop using the tacky glue and then start using the glue sticks, that's when I picked the project back up, feeling better tonight. So now I am just putting a little bit extra glue because I seen that it wasn't really sticking down on top, and just decorating the other sides of the box. And here's where I found that little lock. I knew it was here on the table somewhere. So just making a mark so I know what part to cut off at the top of the box. A little bit of glue. And you could use any kind of stickers. I had just picked up these 2 packs with this project in mind from Dollar Tree, and like I said, cut a few things out on my Cricut, but you could use any kind of stickers. You could cut out your own designs out of paper. You could print something and cut it. This is just inspiration on how to do the actual box part, because this seemed a lot easier to me than making the boxes out of paper. I feel like it went together a lot quicker, but you could do either way, I guess. This just seemed like an easier way, and it wasn't super expensive to buy the boxes, especially because I was able to find them at Dollar Tree. I know in the past I have seen some octagon-shaped boxes and maybe some hexagon. I don't remember octagons for sure. So as long as your boxes are the same shape and will nest inside of each other, that's all you need to worry about. And then most of the ones that I've seen had like some sort of surprise inside. This one was just kind of for me to make, so it isn't going to anyone. So I had a couple things laying here within an arm's reach. So I just laid a few things inside just to show you that it would hold something. But first I need to hot glue my smallest box inside, and I'm just going to sit something on that for a second for weight to make sure it's good and pressed down. And you could decorate that last spot, or you could, like I said, put a prize inside. I ended up rolling up the cord on this cross necklace and laid it inside just to show you. Ring boxes or small jewelry boxes would work great inside too. And then I am just closing it up layer by layer. And you really can't tell that it's cut once the lids are on. So here it is, exploding, if you will. There's the last one. So I'm just gonna put the lids back on, closing it layer by layer. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, and I may even use it for a gift later on. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.